projects that I made using the Caron anniversary cake yarn. The color I use is Tropical Butterfly, and let's get into it. So this yarn is super bulky. It's a 6, and the suggested crochet hook is an 8mm hook. For some of these projects I did use different sized hooks, but I think they worked out pretty well. The first one is this Ruffle Hat. Honestly, not my favorite. I've made a few with like not the super bulky yarn, and I thought I would like it because it is like the bulkier yarn, so I thought it would be like kind of give more fluff, but it's not the like chenille yarn. So as a ruffle hat, I just kind of think it gives like bonnet, almost like strawberry shortcake, not in a horrible way. I am probably gonna still wear it because I live in Michigan, and when the wind is going and the snow starts going sideways, my ears will be protected. So I do like it for that reason. It's very warm, it's very comfortable. Like it's not that I put it on and I'm sweating, but I do definitely feel a difference. So I like it. I think it's cute. I think a solid color in this kind of yarn for this hat would be better though. But moving right along, the next one I want to show you is a crocheted bookmark that I made with 2 flowers, just with a chain in the middle. I actually made 2 of these with this yarn because this is all one of the like big like anniversary cakes. They're quite large. They are, does it say on here? They're 1,061 yards. It's 1,061 yards of yarn and about 35 ounces. So that's pretty big. I actually made 2 of these. One I made for my best friend, and it was a flower on top and then like a pot at the bottom. And then I was like, oh, let me try again. And this time I did 2 flowers, which I thought was really cute. And it's perfect if you're like a reader or if you journal. You could just take it and you lay it in between the book, and then you're all set. And I think it's super cute, and it's just like a nice, simple, it worked up really fast. I actually could make I'll actually probably make a tutorial about this because it was super easy, especially with the holidays coming up, and some people you know, like to get cozier crafts in the colder seasons. So if you're gonna be somebody who's reading a lot more, I think they're super cute. So it's something you can easily make to give or make for yourself. So that's 2. The next one is a little like pouch. I love these. I think they're so cute, especially if you're making tote bags and stuff. And this one I made is a pretty good size. I think this one I used a 5mm crochet hook because like this is a fidget spinner my husband made me, and it's like as big as my palm. It fits in here. These are my AirPods case, and then a lip gloss just for good measure to show you how much stuff can fit in here, and then just to put the loop on there. And it's really convenient. Depending on how you decide to close it, like I've seen people add zippers and stuff like that. Depending on how you decide to close it, I might not put like change in it, but for like your keys, things that aren't gonna like fall out when you just turn it upside down, it's perfect. Like my lip gloss clearly was about to, but it's a really good size. And it's good for like if you are gonna use it for a tote bag, you could throw your keys in here and then you don't have to worry about trying to find your keys because they're in there. Super easy. I will be making a tutorial about this one just because I think it's a super easy thing to work up, especially if you know somebody who's traveling or somebody who always has like little trinkety things, just to keep up with them a little bit easier. And I made this like flower face like scrubby. The one thing about this yarn is it's not scratchy, so it's not gonna like almost hurt to use it, but it is a thicker yarn, so you want to make sure it dries all the way because you don't want to leave it and it's wet and it's dark somewhere and it's like getting gross. But it does actually feel really good. So if you're somebody who like washes their face often and you don't like using like the wipes because it's like it could be wasteful, and you have like a wash or something that you enjoy, this is a good alternative to do something like this. Just because it's not going to be too rough on your skin, but also you could throw it in the washing machine and the dryer and it'll dry it. It'd be really good. I just made it look like a flower. I thought that was really cute, kind of like a sunflower. I don't know, I thought it was fun. And it's fun with like the color changes of like being able to take into account like how the color changes are going to look. For some things they're going to look better, like clearly that's the center and then here's the flower, but like for this hat, like don't love it, right? Next I made a laptop sleeve, which I think is super cute. It's got all of the colors in the yarn, which is really fun. I did a really simple loop and like flower for the button, and I think this is really great just to like protect your laptop if you're tossing it in your bag, or if you have more than one, because I did make it a little bit big so I could actually put like a book in here. I'm thinking about going back to school to get another degree, so I could put like books in here and I'd have like all my stuff together. There's some space on the side, so you could have like a small pencil case in here, but I really like this. It's also good if you're using like a computer or 2 laptops and you also have an iPad and like a keyboard or something, so you can have everything in one place, just kind of keep you a little bit more organized. And lastly is this tote bag that I made. I love this tote bag. I love it so much. It's so big, and I don't even know if I'm getting if I can get the whole thing on here, but like I love this tote bag. It's really big. I used it when my husband and I went to Louisiana earlier this year. I was in a wedding, and the nice thing about this bag is it's one of those bags that you can like throw anything in. You just keep adding stuff to it because it just stretches out. I did not line it. In hindsight, I kind of wish I had lined it just because it would have a little more stability, but since I didn't line it, it does have room for like literally everything. At one point I had a jacket in here, or a sweater, a blanket, I had my computer, I had a book, I had iPad, I had my journal. Like I had so much stuff in here, it was kind of ridiculous. But this yarn honestly was great for a tote bag. Like it's really soft, it's really comfortable, it's it's also not like too thin so that there's a bunch of gaps and holes in the bag. Like you can see now, even though it's kind of stretched out, it's still very much secure. Like I could put change in here, I could put pens, pencils, stuff like that, and it's not gonna fall out of the sides. So 10 out of 10. If you've used this yarn, let me know what you've used it for in the comments. I do have some more colors. This yarn was actually gifted to me by one of my husband's coworkers, but I do have some other colors and I'm working on some other things. So for my husband, I'm actually making him a blanket for Christmas, and I'm making my daughter a blanket for Christmas. And I've made a couple other tote bags with the yarn. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've made with it. I like it. It is like a heavier yarn, like I said. So if you're gonna be doing wearables, I would do more like fall, winter. So scarves, scarves, hats, cowls potentially, but like kind of staying away from trying to do summery things because you'll just be sweaty. It's just a thicker yarn. Like the other ruffle hats that I've made are lighter because they're like, I think the yarn is like size 4, it's like worsted weight yarn. So they're lighter, they're fluffier, they kind of have some bounce, where this is like, I'm gonna protect your ears and keep you warm. So I would love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments which piece is your favorite, and stay tuned for some more tutorials and other videos coming from me. Bye.